How's it going, guys? Trey Clark here. To talk to you about the chief cornerstone. It has to do with the pyramids, especially a four-sided pyramid. And in Ephesians, it says, "And are built upon the foundation of apostles and prophets, Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone, in whom all the building fitly framed together groweth unto a holy temple of the Lord." Okay, that's Ephesians 2, 19 through 21, which is 369, oddly, as you pointed out. So a chief cornerstone, if you have a pyramid, four-sided pyramid, I'm going to do it a little bit better than this. So here's your pyramid here, a 3D kind of 2D, representing a 3D. Now, if you think about it, this is a pyramid. Now, so is this. Sorry. This is now a pyramid. But if you erase this, this looks more like a temple in Mexico or whatever, where they would do sacrifices and stuff. But there's no chief cornerstone here, okay? So when you do have it, that's the top of the pyramid, okay? That is what you start with. We think that we're measuring down here, and you start there and you build up, but you're gonna build into one spot at all times. If you start down here, if you start on the ground, on the earth, where the apostles are the chief cornerstones, 3, 3, 3, and 3, which is 12, Christ is supposed to be right here. So that makes your 13th. Now, if you notice in the Egyptian pyramids, the biggest one is missing the top. Now, the Bin stone is said to have grown from the earth. Now, if you know anything about all the times we try to reach the sky, which we're trying to do it now, and sit next to, take the Lord's seat, you know, the Tower of Babel, all that kind of stuff. If you think about it, if you want to just look at the analogy, if you measure up first and then work your way down, this can be as big as you ever want it to be, okay? You can keep going. It is infinite. And people know this too. And they've taken, this was stone, that's why it looks on the top of the pyramid that it's been removed. So theoretically, if they have that bin stone and it's marked correctly, they can build all the way to the top. Now, and then the firmament and all that stuff should, they think it's going to be permeated or permeable by the bin stone. I want to talk about here, and this is God, Christ. Without this, all you have is a place to sacrifice. You got nothing. You have a foundation that is not a pyramid. If you start with God, with Christ, it is already a full pyramid. It is everything. Without it, you've got nothing. Even if you try and do the foundation yourself, you're in a prison. You can only build up to a certain point. So that's where, if you want to look at some analogies, why you have to start with God. It all kind of falls into the same, Lord, we're going to get into a couple of these things, but right now I want you to just think about the chief cornerstone. And a cornerstone is going to be on the foundation, which we need those too. Those are the apostles, chief cornerstone, and also in the Masonic, some of the writings they have, they talk about denying the chief cornerstone. So that's another thing too. That's why this here is what everybody wants to be. 33 rungs, 33 steps, or 33 years of Christ and all that stuff. So, and if you think about it, there's two gods. We've got Christ, or the good God, the giver of light, the sun, and then we have the bearer of light, Lucifer. Okay? Lucifer is the bearer of light. He takes the light. He makes shadows. God creates light. He is the giver of light. He shines, okay? So that's the big difference between Lucifer, the light bearer, or the sun, which radiates and shines and gives life. Lucifer represents blood. If you walk into a room and there's blood everywhere, you're not looking for life, you're looking for death. Water in the Trinity is God. Focus on this. Think about starting here. Let God be at the top, but work your way down, okay? Start here. I always say, start with what's above your head and below your feet. Start here and work your way down, okay? And then this will fall into place, and there's no end to it. If you find there's an end, there's more to go. You can keep going as long as you are in touch with the chief cornerstone. If you're going to live down here, you're in a prison. You can only go, sky's the limit, the limit's the sky. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. I was just sitting there looking at what is the chief cornerstone, because I thought it was going to be one of these would be the most important. They start here and they measure down. If you think about it, if you start with the top one, you can start with one that's 3 feet, wide, and you just add another layer, and you add another layer, and that way you're always going to have a perfect pyramid. I also think it's interesting that that the ones in South America, the Aztecs and all that kind of stuff, that they're without that chief cornerstone. And this is where, and then, they come down, they have the steps that go up, but this is where the sacrifices were. And they were sacrificing to the pagan gods and stuff like that. So, but that chief cornerstone thing, I think is very interesting. Start here and work your way down. And the sky is the limit. So, cheers, guys.